I will be taking some notes during our conversation. So if you hear me typing away furiously, that's what I'm doing.
That's totally
So
fine.
yeah, we're gonna start. Let's take a look. And we're a little bit early, but no big deal. I really would like you to tell me about your Duncan journey. What leadership, and then tell me about, so what's your journey, a little quick synopsis. And I did get your email. Thank you very much. Very proactive of you. I love it. Um, so just like what's your journey and like maybe the biggest accomplishment, your leadership accomplishment that you're most proud of.
So I going back a little bit, I started with Yum Brands. You probably already know. I joined
Mhm.
Casual Dining Fridays, thinking that's it, that's what I want. But then I declined in sales. I started thinking about
Yeah. You're
other opportunities, and I went to Dunkin'. I met Gary, Glenn, Pat, my bosses, and my wife actually made a comment that day, like, "Are you sure you're gonna work for Dunkin'? What's wrong with you?" I'm like, "No, listen, it's not about anything. Let me just go see." But Dunkin' has been absolutely stunning. I've been here 7 years and I cannot
okay.
complain about anything. I would tell you my biggest accomplishment with Dunkin' would be to get my people to go to the next level. Developing people, that's my passion. I just love people and I treat them like I want to be treated.
Okay. When you talk about your biggest accomplishment being developing people, is there one person that stands out?
So I have, as probably you can see in my email, 7 people, 7 managers, 30 years of experience between them. Um, all my 5 shift leaders, I can tell you they are my biggest accomplishments. They're all certified, and I cannot do anything without them. And I can tell you this much: when I got this notification about joining you guys, potentially, hopefully, I didn't know how to tell my team. I didn't want to tell them that it's me. I told them it's us.
Okay.
And such a beautiful thing. I love my people, and all my shift leaders, the minimum anybody has been with me is almost close to 3 years. So, that's they are the ones.
Okay. All right. All right. So let's see. Have a couple
Yes,
questions.
please.
Tell me about a time when you faced a challenge in your restaurant.
Oh my God. Challenges? There are so many. So I can just give you an example. Ice
Yeah.
machine broke down. Nightmare. Bakery oven got broke down. Nightmare. AC broke down. Nightmare. But I can tell you the biggest challenge I ever had was when I didn't have a good team under my
Okay.
belt. Oh my God. I worked 7 days a week relentlessly. And the first couple of years when I realized that what just happened to me, I learned from it. And I want, like, you know what? Never again. I'm going to build a team like never before. And that was my passion, to reach for people, to train them, and to develop them so Duncan doesn't struggle. I don't struggle. And we can give our guests the service they deserve.
Okay. T- 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 so this is a great question. I love
Yes,
this one.
ma'am.
So if you were President Duncan for just one day, Donnie,
Yes, ma'am.
what additional improvement would you make and tell me why? Think operationally.
Absolutely. So in the 20-mile radius where my Dunkin' is, there are about 6, 7 Dunkins. Well, I don't want to say this, but I gotta tell you, they're all different, inconsistent. Unfortunately,
Okay.
when people come to my Dunkin' and they say, "Oh, down the street, that Dunkin' was not good," and I ask them, like, "What is going on? The service is not good. The coffee doesn't taste right." The sad part, Mr. Reese, is that if I go out of town and there is a Dunkin' and there is a Starbucks, guess what I will pick? I will not pick Dunkin'. And I'm
Yeah.
sad and I want to fix this. And then this opportunity came, and all I want to do is that 10,000 Dunkins, everybody should be consistently working same product, same service, same thing. That's my goal. That's what I want to achieve.
How do you So if you think about one operational, so let's try to narrow it down. If you did one operational thing to improve what you just said, what do you think you would hone in on? What would that be?
Training people the first 5 weeks in everybody's teamwork, team member, when I hire them, they decide the first week if they're going to stay with me or not. If I
Mm-hmm.
don't do a good job training them and supporting them and doing everything for them, they're going to leave you. I have 19 employees who are here with me more than a year. And I think it's a retention piece, which is the number one critical point. So the year for 19 people, that's 70% retention. That's where I
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't want to be focused. If we build a team, great team, I can do things never before. People.
So how would you measure success? So if you're trying to fix that consistency across the country, what does success look like? So when you think about setting a plan and into motion to really achieve a goal, you want to be able to measure. So what measurement do you think you would look at to say that you were successful in that?
So I can tell you anything I want to, okay? But if
Mm-hmm.
I don't back it up with great numbers, I can give you an example. So sales are 8.6% over than last year. That's an
Mm-hmm.
increase in sales. Guests don't come back if we don't do a good service. My GSS is at 85.6%. Accuracy is at almost 98.1%. People not gonna come back if you don't provide them great service. My speed of service for year to date this year, 2026, is 122 seconds through drive-through. My number one passion, and my boss was actually talking to me about that, is I manage my leadership style is to get rid of those danger zones in my store. That's my big thing, number one thing to do. I observe, I guide them, I tell them what to do, and there should not be no hiccups. So running a day part two time from 5 to 10, 102 seconds or 105 seconds, it's no joke. It doesn't come without strict, great operations. So people, again, going back to those people, Ms. Charisse, if I don't have those good people, there is nothing I can do. Am,
Yep,
am
I
I
agree.
am I able to make a beverage faster than my shift leaders? Absolutely not. They can smoke
As
me
you
any.
should.
No, ma'am. So I, as a leader, I owe them. I owe my guests because that's where the money comes from. Every
Okay.
single dollar comes in. That's how we make profit. That's how we pay them their wages.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Love it.
If
All
I'm
right,
talking
let's
too much,
see.
let me know. I'll shut up.
No, you're fine. No, you're fine. I love it.
Yes, ma'am.
Let's see. How would you represent managers from your restaurants with different sales volumes, staffing levels, and franchisee ownership?
Rephrase your question. I'm not sure of following.
So how are you going to be able to, so think about your managers, like you're very big on your people.
Correct.
How are you going to be able to bring their contributions and their input, right? So you're bringing in, you're representing your area of the country, you're representing your franchisee. How do you actually gather input from your team, right? So you say that your success is because of your people. How are you going to bring in their input into the Manager Elite Council? What does that look like for you?
Oh my God, we do weekly manager meetings. And this is something we started about a year ago. And these weekly manager meetings, we ask our manager, because I do the same thing with my bosses, we do presentations. I start
Okay.
doing the same presentations with my 6 other leaders in the store. And what we do is it's not just about them presenting things to me or me to them. We take notes, we try to get better, and those notes actually do work because once we come up with that plan after a meeting, we write down those notes and we take care of them. So, whatever the strengths are, whatever the opportunities are, whatever the focus is for the week is, I actually follow up on those and bring them to the table. And that's what I want to. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Great way to get their input, right?
Yeah. It does make sense
Yeah.
because I have to listen to them. It's not about me always saying things.
Mm-hmm.
If I don't ask them for feedback, as many times I said, I am so sorry in the restaurant because I feel like As a leader, if I make a mistake, hey, I'm there. I will tell you I made a mistake. I'll learn from my mistake and I won't do it again. I want them to be exactly like me and do the same things.
Awesome. All right. Here's another question.
Yes,
for you.
ma'am.
Why do you want to join the Manager Elite Council?
Going back to the same, because I look at Starbucks and I look at our competition and I want Dunkin' to be number one. I want that consistency. I want the service to be great. I want the product to be absolutely stunning. I want to create that consistency in those 10,000 restaurants. And you know what? By doing that, Starbucks is going to be gone. That's the number one key for me, consistency. I get so upset in my restaurant, when people, because anytime I snooze myself, they snooze. So what that means is, as a leader, I work hard. I have a challenge in the store. Catch me not doing anything. You won't see me on the phone. You won't see me talking about silly stuff around everywhere. No, we're focused, because my 85% of my business, Mr. Reese, is between 6 and 12.
Okay.
I am very relentless, and I don't want to say I get upset, but just the little things, like people put 2 napkins in a bag, in a bag, I get mad. I'm like, no, that's not our standard. Follow the standard. So little things do matter. That's what makes you money.
All right. Let's see.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm gonna make sure I didn't miss anything.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, yes, obviously. I forgot this part of it. What do you think you would contribute to the Manager Elite Council? What do you think is going to be your biggest contribution if you join the team?
I think the people piece.
Okay.
I believe in 3 things: guest, people, and profit. Guest gives us all the money we need, and the more money we get, and if we have well-trained people, we can turn those dollars into profit. It's all about making money. Money is so important, but it starts with your people. So absolutely, number one focus is on people, guests, and profits.
Maybe. Any questions for me?
No, I actually clicked on you to search what your background was and all that good stuff. Very nice. 30 years is absolutely amazing and stunning.
Yeah, it ages me sometimes, but yes, long time. QSR has been in my lifeblood for a very long time.
I love it.
And people, I agree with you 1,000% on the people piece.
Yeah.
And so just for next steps, just to give you a little glimpse,
Yes,
I
ma'am.
don't have a lot of detail as far as next steps go. We are doing these interviews over the next 2 weeks. And then obviously we have to go and sit around and talk about people, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And really try to make sure we have the best fit for our council.
Absolutely.
And so look for franchisees will receive communication around the first week of September. By then, you should know either way,
Yes,
right? They're going to
ma'am.
let us know either way.
Yes,
but just
ma'am.
know that your franchisee will be the one that gets that information or that next steps for you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay?
Hey, it's an honor in front of you.
It was great to meet you. I loved your email. Thank you so much for introducing yourself ahead of time. It made it easy for me to step right into the call.
I appreciate it. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank
Keep on
you.
smiling.
Thanks. You have a great Monday.
Thank you, ma'am. We'll try. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Wow.